Joy. Today, I'm pissed off. Today, I'm pissed off. Um, but me being pissed off does not mean I'm going to go, oh, yeah, crazy. So I wrote a little essay out of me being pissed off. Yeah. So the title of my essay is "The Betrayal of a Nation." Okay. The Betrayal of a Nation. That's the title. How the silence of the church helped unravel Ethiopia. For centuries, the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahido Church was not merely a spiritual institution, it was the heart and soul of Ethiopia. As the guardian of language, culture, and national identity, it preserved the Ge'ez script, taught moral law, uh, upheld family structure, and sanctified the authority of kings. The church was the school, the court, and the cultural compass. It was quite literally the embodiment of Ethiopian civilization. But the fall of the monarchy in 1974 and the rise of the Marxist Derg regime, this sacred union between church and state was violently severed. The church's land was confiscated, its leaders imprisoned or executed, and its authority dismantled. Unlike the philosophical and voluntary separation seen in the Western democracy, Ethiopia's separation of church and state was done with atheistic force, leaving behind a spiritual and cultural vacuum. In the name of progress, Ethiopia was stripped of its moral anchor, and with it a sense of shared identity. What has followed since is decades of fragmentation, ethnic federalism, moral confusion, cultural erosion, and a deep national crisis. Without a central spiritual authority to guide conscience and without a moral foundation to unify diverse peoples, Ethiopia today is a nation adrift. And yet, perhaps, the greatest betrayal is not what happened in the past, but the silence of the present. The current leadership of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahido Church, though free to speak and organize, has failed to reclaim its rightful place as the moral and cultural authority of the nation, rather than boldly defending the faith and calling the nation back to righteousness. Too many priests and bishops have grown timid, passive, or complicit, retreating into ritual while the country bleeds. Even worse, many have become cowards and puppets of Western ideologies, more concerned with pleasing foreign powers and securing wealth than with serving God and leading their people. They are no longer slaves of Christ. These priests are slaves to money. Their silence is not just weakness, it is betrayal. The people still look to the church as their moral compass, but the shepherds remain silent. Ethiopia does not need another secular regime or another foreign ideology. It needs what it once had, a church that is alive, courageous, and central. A church that does not beg politicians for favors, but leads them to spiritual authority. A church that educates, unifies, and sanctifies the nation. Anything less is not only failure, it is betrayal. So we got betrayed by our priests. Peace.